That's a lot. Did you just buy them off the AH?
Yeah, I looked at like prices of Dream Foil and Mountain Silver Sage, and it was actually pretty on point with what those were selling for, so I just bought them.
Greater or arcane?
The greater arcane elixirs.
Arcane elixirs. I thought you said arcane prop for some stupid reason in my brain because I can't get that stupid pattern to drop.
How did Boar die?
A recipe to drop, I just block it out of my head.
How did Shizna die?
Alright, I'll be logging over here in a minute. Just waiting to trade some things between a couple tunes here. Sorry for the delay.
You really sounded like an air traffic controller right there.
Oh,
More like
don't say
Captain.
sorry.
Yeah.
You just say delayed.
There's a delay.
Permission to buzz the tower?
Yeah, that's
Fuck off.
Negative
There's a
ghost
delay.
rider, the pattern is full.
There you go.
No, it didn't yet.
yeah, you're thinking like Captain.
Say go ahead and you don't have to wait for me to pop the.
Okay, I'm putting
thing.
the collector launcher down here. Everybody collect your own beer, please. Beer, please. It's all for good luck.
Spear Gillies.
Log it in real quick.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Thank you.
Of course, the one person that died almost instantly. I want to make sure he gets his buff.
That's me. I didn't die at all last time until we all wiped. I was really excited about that.
Last time was fantastic.
It'll give me like an extra.
Okay,
bonus.
everybody's here. Let's do this. For some good luck, let's do it.
What team does Heaven Scribe play for?
Old.
Okay. We're gonna invite Hacks to the raid? Or was he already?
No.
Nah, fuck
Um,
that guy.
I'll be there shortly. I'm waiting to trade scraps between characters so we have them for the evening.
So what are we doing first?
Gothic. Start heading towards that way.
The Death Knight captains respawn.
Ugh.
Oh, did they?
Just that one,
Nice.
Pat right there.
Oh, maybe because we didn't get them before we killed them.
You guys in the hallway and the little group on the right-hand side.
Oh, I'm working
Probably,
for loot.
they probably respawned before we killed Vesuvius.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
We're gonna kill
everything.
If y'all have the ability to do it without me, go for it.
Shit.
Tanks
You're in trouble now.
Let's get full buffs and then we'll just buff hacks. We'll buff hacks when he gets in here.
Is there anyone in guild here that wants to come?
We've been asking in guild chat for a
We
while.
got the one person I mentioned a minute ago. I know they're doing a BWL pug. I mean, some people aren't tuned as well, so maybe that's why it costs a lot of gold. Doesn't usually do that
It's
kind
like-
of stuff. Seer sucks. Where the hell is Seer?
Okay, I'll take an invite now.
Fresh out.
Why are you talking in local events?
Yeah, you're alerting them to our presence.
Yeah.
Macro takeover.
Alright, sorry for the delay. That's weird, the right one's here, but the left one's not. Strange.
Fruits for shadow protection when you boost.
Oh,
Just food, dude.
just food.
I guess our ass kicking of these packs weren't thorough enough.
Mages, can you guys make sure you react these?
That's because we didn't created.
Appreciate you.
Ah, shit. I picked that up in the mail. Now, whatever.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Why was it like for chapel is I'm right over?
That's fine.
Gotcha. Sorry, I didn't know that you were still over there.
We can just clear trash.
just gone. My computer's still fucked. Can you hear me fine here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Phil, could I
Actually, we can actually hear you better than normal.
True.
Maybe I should just use it on this all the time now.
Yeah, I have to turn you down now. There you are, Hex.
Thank you.
Thank you for making water.
So we did 6 bosses yesterday. I assume we're gonna do 6 bosses today, and that means we wrap everything up on Monday.
Sounds right.
Sounds like a plan.
Can you imagine?
Reload.
We're gonna pull this trash.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm getting main text marked. Does it let me do it?
I'll grab.
Okay.
Don't touch.
I'll be
what
on
you
Skull,
can't afford.
Baz on X, and Stu Bierkele's on Square today.
Aw, just
Sucker.
One back. Let's go ahead.
Come on, Beard's here. My bad.
It's your fault for getting feared.
I could have done something.
Not with that one. So fine.
Oh, is it? I couldn't have used intimidating shelter or anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay. I guess I couldn't have done shit.
It's all your fault.
It's all my fault. That's it.
We pull him right inside the this little wall here. So watch your line of sights. Spread him out.
Let's get those thunders up, warriors.
Before it's too late.
That wasn't the epic loot I was hoping for.
Oh, that's all we're getting tonight.
Rapper Ding Dong.
Yeah. Quest time.
Wait, where is that?
For Ramma Ding Dong.
Where is it?
Back there.
Oh, sweet.
That's
I have
the-
that quest.
That's the quest for how you get your frost resist ring.
That's probably why I respawned.
Oh, I already did that.
Everything else is clear, man.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Sick.
The weapons will probably be back.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, let's find out. It's annoying that you can't jump over this railing.
Right?
Pass me real quick so I can run the script.
Weapons are gone.
Are they? Never mind then.
That's awesome.
Yup.
Lo, can you pass Lanai lead for a minute?
I'll think about it.
Actually,
If
come,
he must.
come to think of it, the last time we killed Goth, I came back in just to see if I could get to some runes that were like deep into the freaking sneak zone, which I couldn't because I didn't want to respec into full subtlety. But I noticed that those mobs that we just killed were there, and that these were not. Even though we had down
Clear up the Gothics.
we hadn't even
So-
cleared this trash before.
I wonder if it's like I wonder what the if there is a respawn timer or if they just respawn. Like if maybe it's like 48 hours or something, and since we're in here just like the night, maybe it's 24 hours and they just haven't respawned.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it was
But
20
yeah,
hours.
it'd be a good idea to like the day after, or like even the night after a Gothic, to come back in here and come down this hallway because these weapons are gone. You can
Real
get that-
quick, should we wait outside of Gothic's room, considering both times we accidental pulled last night?
Yeah.
We just keep Sepher out of the room.
We need to get on the right side. We need to get on the right sides. Just everybody stay on the back side of the room. Don't go near him. Don't go running around, jumping around. All like you're all bowling and stuff. Just don't go near him, please.
I put
We'll
hacks
have
on
everything
all of them, so I summon attacks as well.
That's a bad idea because we're going to probably go on different sides. All right, melee.
Summon
Act-
Pauline real quick.
What's up?
Yeah.
So do you want to summon Pauline real quick?
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Go ahead.
And Shiloh Okay, so melee. Go ahead and go over to the dead side. We'll do the same tanks as we did last night. Let's have how many was 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So many healers.
Me heaters.
7 healers. So let's do all the priests on the live side, all the other healers on the dead side.
All right, I have 30 greater arcane protection potions. So if you didn't bring any, come up and trade. I got them.
And the hunters go to the dead side.
Please list every single person that takes a pot from you, Lilith.
Anybody on the dead side, go ahead and pop a greater arcane protection potion. If you're on the live side, I think there's a lot of shadow damage that goes out, so use one of those.
That was not bad to get, like a cheap one.
Seemed like the shadow damage wasn't that big of a deal last night. It was just when there was just so many things running around beating everybody.
Hacks, you don't need. You don't need a trainees. You don't need a mage on the dead side, right, Hacks?
No. You'll just end up getting mana burned anyways.
Yeah, but since any mitigation that you can do to help the healers out is always a good thing, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So Hacks, I was
Alright, let's group up in the middle for both please. Or Palibos. What's up, Radius?
was talking it out a little bit earlier today about this fight specifically. We're gonna try and when shit gets crazy around wave 12, we're gonna try doing some strategic crowd control to not overwhelm you guys and not overwhelm us.
Okay.
Go on.
So we will have significantly higher DPS with 4 buffs on the melee side tonight.
Okay.
So it should be a little bit easier to keep up.
Gotcha. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna basically we're gonna have 3 trainees polymorphed when there's a group of 6. So hopefully we'll only send over 3 at a time.
Okay. We need to get Radius, you have assist already?
Yep.
So take care of those marks and everything. Please be aware of your dots and everything. Actually, for the live side, just don't dot things. They die too fast anyways, right?
Yeah,
That is correct.
Specifically the Death Knights. Those are the main ones that's like no dots on the Death Knights.
Everything dies too quickly in here.
I guess Hamburgers has Hellstones.
You.
Gotta find him.
He's over by Triangle.
The boy that has a soulstone.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, let's go and get 1 up. Just 1.
Let me just be sure nobody put 1 up first already.
Already have one.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Who's it on?
And could Axe get a fresh 30-minute fortitude, please? Just fortitude, not spirit.
Gotta watch them buffs.
Yeah, I had leftovers from earlier today. They were running out.
Oh, actually, I have 35 greater arcane protection potions. Seriously, if you need it and you're on undead side, if you're a healer, if you're DPS, I got a shit ton of them. Open up. Let's give ourselves the best shot at this.
Alright, let's go ahead and split up into groups.
Real quick, do we have a shackle order for priests?
But now you got something worked out.
Yeah, let's do Oven, Sunlow, Samsonite, Joan, Xylena, Arasa, Biz, and then myself.
So just so everybody knows.
So with what we need, probably just Oven, Sunlow, and Samsonite. I don't think we'll need more than 3.
So on live side, starting around between wave 10 and 12, be aware we're going to have marked trainees. Those are going to be crowd controlled. They're going to be sheeped. Don't hit sheeped trainees. That's going to keep us from getting overwhelmed on the live side, and it'll also keep us from sending too much stuff to the dead side.
Yeah, just remember, folks, we have about 30 or 40 seconds towards the end of the fight to do cleanup.
Viserians, are you ready?
Go.
Xylene, are you good now? Okay. Viserians, are you good? Okay. Go ahead and get your food buffs up if you need to. Alright, I'm going to put a 15-second timer up. Take care of any last minute items you need to do.
Let's get it. Let's execute this ship, boys.
5, 4,
Don't be shy to
3,
use great amount of pots if you need
2,
to, casters.
1.
Alright, go and start it up. Somebody.
Got it.
Foolishly you have sought your own demise. Brazenly you have disregarded powers beyond your understanding.
Remember, on the left side, your order is left to right.
To invade the realm.
Left to right on the left side. That's how we're killing stuff.
Now, there is only one way out. To walk the lonely path of the damned.
He sure does talk a lot.
Hear their voice severed.
It's true. Alright, here we go. Incoming.
Trainees Inc.
Remember, melee, let them come to us.
The text on the screen.
Some deathknights coming in. Dead side.
And trainees.
We're good. We have 3 up over here.
There, you can. Yeah, almost. Yeah, we're doing fine on the dead side. Keep killing.
Another death knight coming. Second death knight.
Up another protection potion.
Got it.
Thank you.
Was that 3 trainees?
Yep.
Coming, boy.
2 knights and 3 trainees going to be coming in group. Focus on the rider.
2 trainees or 2.
Interrupted.
And a rider.
Stand down quick. Alright, I'll get the rider.
Shot to the right knight. Death knight. Never mind. We're good. We're good.
Focus the
Go ahead.
rider dead side.
And kill.
Clean up those trainees dead side.
Leave.
Focus on the rider.
Okay, no more trainees, please.
CC the trainees.
We're doing fine on dead side.
Okay. Let's kill the left Death Knight. Kill Skull first. Another 2 Death Knights coming in.
Okay, I got the first one. Alright. Got the rider.
Focus on the rider.
Another Death Knight coming in.
Focus right to this side.
Shuffle the right knight. Shuffle the right
If
knight.
you can.
Get away from here if you can.
Focus the Death Knight dead.
Let's get some CC out on the trainees. CC out on the trainees.
Got a couple trainees up dead side, get them down. Then the right,
It's
then the Death Knight.
Keep that Death Knight shackled. Okay, we got everything CC'd. We're clear on the life side. Tell us when we can send stuff. Alright, focus on the rider.
That horse if you can.
Focus on the rider. Shackle the Death Knight.
Stop
Bring
bringing
in
this
the Death
track.
Knight.
I'm down.
Gonna be res up on it.
Rider coming through.
30 seconds.
We're starting to move over.
We're doing fine.
Okay, start killing the Death Knight. Start killing the Death Knight.
Left
Shackle
nurse
the
dead
Death
guys.
Knight.
Kill square.
Left,
Sorry,
right,
kill
right,
skull.
right,
Kill
left,
skull.
right.
Kill skull.
Trainees are coming over.
I melee got a bunch
Alright.
of trainees incoming.
Pop those arcane protection potions again.
Let's kill the Death Knight. Kill skull. And can we send one more Knight?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The boss is down.
Yeah, pick up the boss, send what you can.
Okay, and start sending trainees. Start training sets. Start sending trainees. Let's kill all the trainees. Make sure they're off the healers.
Remember, let them come to us, guys. Boss over here.
Bunch of trainees,
Okay,
here comes
there-
the boss.
And there's 2 more trainees coming, and then we're done.
Trying to pick him up.
Live side is done. Live side is done.
Remember, guys, don't range the healers.
Okay, Gothic is on live. Pick him up. Going back to. He's back on live.
Oh, we're clear.
Gate's opening.
Okay.
Alright, we can hang around.
Gates open at 30%
It's
now.
on beer.
Keep trying to go through it.
Yes,
Push him,
okay.
guys.
Little trainee over
Push.
here. Try to get away from him
Push,
if
push.
you can.
Push.
Shield wall.
Kill those trainees, guys.
He's coming back to live side.
With the boss.
Shields on Bass. Yeah, he can go through the gate, apparently, just fine.
That sucks.
Supposed to be a timing thing.
It's about to
The
open.
gate should be
Target
open.
about to open.
Here we go.
Go get him.
Gate's open. Kill him.
Hi, Gothic. It was nice knowing you. That gave me good gear. I died.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah, so
That collar.
fucker killed me.
job.
I can't believe it.
So much for those buffs.
Your
I
GM
was even shield wall and he crushed me.
Invaders, cease this foolish venture at
Alright.
once. Turn away while you still
So I'm
can.
thinking we'd give Patchwerk a try
Come,
now.
Zeliek. Do not drive
Since
them out.
most of us have buffs.
Not
We got
before
4
we
tanks
had
instead
our
of
fun.
hopefully some better world buffs. And I guess they're possible.
I do hope they stay alive long enough for me to introduce myself.
yeah.
Always logging. It might not be a live log.
Perhaps they will come to their senses
Good job,
and
guys.
run
I think I was
away as
supposed to
fast
later,
as they
but
can.
I think
Oh shit! I didn't start it. No.
I've heard about enough of
Just
your
wait till
sniveling. Shut your
I can post
flying
it.
threat before I shut it for
That's
you.
fine.
Conserve your anger.
Such a
Harness
long
your
run back.
rage.
It's the
You will all
warriors
have
at the moment.
outlets for your frustration
Nope.
soon enough.
hang on.
Somebody tell those guys to shut up.
I might need to get that reopened.
Congrats, Warriors.
There's a raid-wide debuff that goes out that reduces your stats by like 10% of stacks or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But it's not that big of a deal, just haven't killed it fast enough.
So nothing matters. We just got our stamina back.
Yep.
That's hot.
So for those that have not attempted Patchwerk yet, it is no fucking joke. Healers need to be on their game. It's all about healing.
Yeah, we do have 13 heals tonight, so.
Hells fucking
Yeah, thanks,
yeah.
Eric. No pressure while you sit back there and hit fireball.
Crazy.
You need all the pressure that you can handle.
Don't want you to die then.
If I'm gonna be quietly shooting 1 arrow per second.
We already did the fight where the mages have to decurse or we don't win. Now it's somebody else's turn.
True. And we're till we get to Gluth.
Hey,
But
well, actually, you've got the
you guys
tank
got a
one.
kite.
Bro, I have been practicing every day for Gluth. I'm so excited.
I feel like mine's the one just is the big. I feel like Patchwerk's the big hurdle in that area. The rest of them, I feel like, shouldn't be too difficult.
Well, I can't read, so I feel like that is to be a problem. But you gotta look at pictures, not read.
Yeah, it's just
Still
pictures.
telling symbols. Symbols are a type of reading.
Dude, I would be so happy.
Red or blue.
So happy if we got Gluth with that east down. That would be
Okay, I like colors. Let's do colors.
Reel it back in a little bit. Alright, Patchwerk Golems here. They'll do AoE stun, cleave, AoE damage with disease clouds, spread them out, melee into tanks. Use your FAPs.
Point them away from the raid.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll pull them back out here.
Remember, dude. Can I single pull these bad boys? These first two?
The
No, it's all
saddest
four.
color.
So we'll do ranged healers and melee DPS just hang out kind of back with the main group here, away from the doorway for a minute. We'll pull them back out here. I'll take a skull over to this side, right about here. Take X, right about here.
Alright, so
Where?
I'm gonna open this again real quick because I didn't toss out what this was. This is physical DPS with no minimum bid.
Square should go right about here where I'm standing. And Moon, right about here. And Kaba, so you take Moon.
Will do.
Alright, let's go and bullet. Reasons for action potions, squares loose, Hercules. Range of the square.
Trying.
Yeah, he keeps murdering people. Well, not really murdering.
Yep, put them away.
In the process of
Ready for that?
our person is collecting those. I'll need all the scraps until Charlie gets back.
Oh, Shy's not here?
Had some internet issues. Got DC or something.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he said most of that fight he was looking at a locked screen.
News. We did it without him.
Oh, he went too far. He leashed.
That's the trick, is he has to have a lock screen for us to win.
Exactly.
He murdered me. It's not nice of him.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I'm wearing a shield, so. Okay.
I think the difference on Gothic was the CC that we had on live side. Our healers weren't dying.
Probably. Alright, sewage slimes. Just stack them and cleave them. Val Richard's gonna be just face them away. Probably get both of them at the same time. Let's have
Cole's coming at me.
Nerd grab Starve. Hit pulls.
Reminder, the slimes have a really big range.
Yep.
I'm trying to pull Star.
Yep.
These are the ones that have no souls. Bastards. Ginger.
Yeah, Bell's coming.
Square and X pulled as well. I'll pick up Star. Normal marks on X and Square.
What do you want first?
Skill the Bio Richard first. X.
survive.
Like,
That's right.
Yep, first one quick. Yep, get him marked and let's pull him.
Pull him back in here, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so we're about MTs and MTs for flash.
did we
Hang
have
on.
healing assignments?
Oh, fuck. Stop.
Same here.
Pull him up. I'll pick him up as soon as I can. I'm coming. I think these you should be on square.
One of them ran back.
I don't know what's
Reaction bots.
Okay, I'm gonna reiterate the tank assignments that I gave out at the beginning. Hax is gonna be on skull. Baz is gonna be on X. Hercules is gonna be on square. Kabasu is gonna be on moon. And then if we need a triangle or a backup, that'll be Durham.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed
Apparently I'm
daffodils.
the backup. You are today, son.
Unless I tell you to do something besides that, go with that target. We're probably gonna respawn here in a minute.
You want X?
Hang on a second. Wait a second. Is X one of the slimes?
No.
Yeah, you gotta give the tanks a little bit of time on those mobs hamburgers. They can stun.
Yeah, I'm still waiting, but I'm pulling so much threat. Fully buffed, flash.
I can attack him, I can't get threat, so.
Yep.
You just gotta wait, sadly.
Yeah. Kind of waiting on these others. 1, 2, 3. That should be move's fine. Stack and clear. Can I get a fresh 30-minute fortitude on Max, please? And then you had a question.
Yeah, I wanted to know what your MTOT setup for patches is going to be so I can start setting up assignments now.
I kind of need to see what we're going to be working with health, so I can't really answer that question right now.
Pull in circle. It's by itself. Ready for the next group?
Yep. Nerd and Kaba be back up, just in case we get some stuns. Yeah, I'm stunned. Same. Almost still on cooldown. Okay. Let's get on this. Let's go. On X. Wait for the respawns.
Surprised they don't give you a timer for that. Up there.
I could probably grab circle. Never mind.
If you target Grobbulus, you can see him casting it.
It's not up at the platform right now. Now it is though.
So, should be getting respawns here in a second then. taking a sweet time with him.
Yeah. Or do you go in the other room?
He's standing up on the platform, just waiting for him to spawn out his slimes.
Here it is.
Oh, there we go.
Gotta move as soon as these die.
Yep, we'll pull the next one as soon as he's done.
I need
Just wait for him to spawn. Let's grab Circle next when he gets away from the ogre. While we're waiting for that, when we get to the next room, the embalming slimes, remember we have to all group up and kite them around, and we'll have to take the retcher with them. We'll start in this corner and then go counterclockwise. Pull whenever you can. Nerd, grab this guy. Go and pull the next. Be ready with your faps. Spread them out. Skull and X to the right, square and moon to the left. Spread them out, facing over the ring. On X. Square. Alright, now we're looking on Grobbulus over there. He's not up here. We might be cutting it a little close. I think we can do it. Alright, everybody stack him in this corner. Over here. I'll take the bile retcher. We're just gonna kite everything, including the retcher, around the
Grob's
room.
incoming.
Now let's back up. Let's just wait. Alright, everybody back in the
It's right here.
Oh, true. Yeah, we can fight him in this room.
If we attack them, we can just go away.
No.
Think so?
No, he'd come down here and pull everything with him.
Or teleport
Yeah,
us
fight
to
him plus Patchwerk. Heroic mode.
Plus the 12 abominations that are in his room, or 8 or 12.
Oh, come on.
Get an 80-man raid going.
I think there's something in his mouth. Anybody else see that? Something in his teeth.
That Binky, he just came from a
Don't worry, it's a fetish.
He was born in the darkness.
Makes sense. Oh, look, you guys are using his arm. His hand. I never realized that.
I guess whatever I can.
Yeah, he misplaced it.
Yeah, I guess so. He keeps trying to get new ones.
Here I come.
Everybody stay in here. We need to get this kite going.
Yeah, it's very important.
We'll have to go quick once we get these guys down.
So here, area, you guys gotta have happy feet. Keep on your feet. Yeah, that was a good move, wasn't it?
Everyone in the ring needs to stack over in this corner. And we're gonna kite them around counterclockwise. Everybody in the raid in this corner. I'll pick up the Retcher, all the melee, get single target on the Retcher. If you don't have an AoE, single target on the Retcher, all the AoE on the Wax Locks. Go full.
Maybe just come over here by us so they don't start padding across the corner.
Yeah, you don't move until they tell you to, so that they actually follow the circle.
Actually, I don't think we got the Retcher. Alright.
Get your damage in.
Get a little closer and start. There's no threat on these guys. So just maybe as you can. Alright, start moving. Don't let them get close. Move, move, move. Start cutting them around. Melee, get a couple pot shots in when you can. Stop over. Closer. Move. Don't bother about melee. We'll just end up killing you.
Why doesn't Radius yell at me when I move fire?
Because I don't care about trash.
Okay, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. You gotta keep moving. Try to stay with the group, please. We need to keep grouped up.
Circle.
Get it all the way out there. Grab it.
And dead? Yep. Good job, everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna pull a little bit farther away from the door. Don't stand next to that door.
Nice rush, Riley.
Okay, probably gonna have to kill those guys again. Maybe. We got everybody up?
No.
Alright, move quick. Move quick. Quick, quick, quick.
Run! Run, fools, run! Don't plant the tree.
Jump over the slime. Stay on this little in-between platform. You get all in this corner.
Stupid pet doesn't know how to jump.
The timing part.
Yeah, son.
Priest, you can levitate over the slime.
Cheater.
Show off. Alright, don't stand too close to the door we just came out. Get a little bit easier.
Everybody in the corner.
I think we'll have to take this Retcher first, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Flee before it's too late!
Fun pyroblast pulls.
Yep.
Yeah, this gets a little crazy, guys, so just watch subs.
For the next group, there's one guy not marked because I ran out of marks.
Okay, that's fine.
Now would be a good time to get your macros set up, guys, for the totems.
I'll get 36 yards for the logs.
Okay, I'm gonna take Skull off of the living monstrosity. Y'all are just gonna have, that's the one you're gonna be targeting.
We have a sludge belcher ink.
Is this shit coming in here?
To the right.
Yes, it will.
Let's go and get the sledge belcher. Alright, so everybody should be familiar. All ranged. Anybody that has range is going to kill the living monstrosity. I'm going to put a pull timer starting at 15 seconds. And you need to time your cast so that they land on the target at 0 seconds.
We have to jump over first because we can't make the jump. Don't go too far, just right on my range.
Yeah, but Cardinals are scary.
Start drinking. It takes your mana too.
Low stroke, low stroke. Holy shit.
Alright, we should go and find the range.
Drinking. Hold up. Zombies.
Alright, so I will be on Skull. Well, Skull, X, Square, they're normal tank targets. Nerd on Triangle. Holden get Star. Ashuri will get Circle. And well, that's it. So I'll try to pick up skull and triangle. Actually, I'll do my best to pick up one of those. So nerd grabbed diamond instead. I think that was the one that I didn't mark. So it should be hacks on skull and triangle. Beercles on X. I'm sorry, Basilmon on X. Beercles on square. Kabasu on moon. Nerd on diamond. Golden. I told you star, right?
Star.
Yeah, Golden on star and Ashuriel on circle. Those will be the same marks throughout these pools. Everybody go ahead and get your range. Stay as far back as you can and still hit them.
If you're at 36 yards, look at this crack. It'll always be here.
Alright, I'll send out the pull timer now. Make sure it lands at 0.
Hit the totems down, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The cursed images, we're finding it as a group for the warlock, so next time you don't have to do that.
Sorry, what was that?
There's like a position, so you don't have to move up. Because normally you would have pulled if you would have got that close. But we cast Fireball at the same time, or whatever you cast as a warlock.
Hellfire, I think?
Yeah, once we get that done, I'll get
Did it get like one shot though, Cassius? Is that what happened?
It's pretty good. Down to like 50%. Another one of those rings.
Wow, those things are like candy. I kind of want one just because everybody owns them.
I'm still looting. I haven't even seen it yet.
You have one, it's unique.
Oh yeah, I can't see it because I have one. My bad.
These things are like the mother load of bullshit you drop.
So much. Okay, where's our next? Thank you.
We did the other monstrosity first.
I don't remember which one we did first.
Forgot about this. Probably better off doing the patches to the right.
Yeah, I agree. This Pat over here, though. I don't know how far he goes.
I thought he turns around that pillar.
Okay. There's that Pat, too.
Pages first.
Fucking mages.
Alright, we'll do the golems first. Try to spread them out as best you can. Be very, very, very careful about getting to the left side there. Remember, we have that pack. So use the right side as much as possible. And just spread them out. Face away from the raid. We'll have to wait for the wretched.
There he finally goes. Holy moly.
What a fucking tease.
Yeah, because you can get feared by the, I think it's what's the scientists.
Yeah, I always thought we cleared around them first. Grasslingus.
Use your fabs. Face them away. Touch the leaves. Get them spread out a little bit. As best you can. Alright, onto X. Maybe to leave in a group or something.
2.
Yeah, someone was standing in between melee and ranged and then chain cleaved.
Range back up. Range back up. Range back up. Healers too.
Sorry for those who died.
It's rather unfortunate.
Get to use my res button.
Yeah, well, I've never been a healer, so I don't really know, but don't be stingy on the heals if you see somebody that's half health, because another hit, they could wipe them.
It had nothing to do with that. A melee got cleaved and it blinked us.
Talking
It's
about me.
melee, you need to not get hit.
I'm talking about me personally. Like, it took a while for a heal to come in, and had I got hit again, I was gonna die. So, would have been unfortunate.
It's because your raid healers got killed.
Watch for a shield too, because sometimes that's the only way to save you is to just shield you as fast as we can until we can cast and heal.
Wait for the Retro to leave. Same targets as before on this. Same thing with the monstrosity. For a shorter time. Go ahead and find your ones. Revenge. Just gonna make sure it lands at 0.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull them back as best you can.
Oh, that was wrong. Yeah.
Don't run back, they just cast.
Can those guys be stunned at all by any chance?
I didn't think could, but I may not be right.
Yeah, I linked a macro in the rating channel for melee. It's everything except for the last line. Just cast whatever your main attack is, but it just basically targets the totems in there and wipes them out. And I just run back, spamming that.
Monstrosity. As soon as we kill him, no more totems can spawn.
We'll get this battle Retro next. Alright, let's wait for the pat before we do the next one. I think we can pull a pat without the group, right?
Probably.
Yeah, as long as you pull it at the end, when it's nearest to the wall.
Alright, so let's get the Sludge Belcher next. We'll pull him back a bit so we can stay back.
Yeah, he'll go all the way around that pillar to there. Before he turns like an MC dog.
Sludge up. Let's pick it up.
It's too far away.
Okay. Everybody get your range. Don't go any closer than you absolutely have to. Where's that other pad at?
He's way
Far side.
Okay. I don't think that one chains to this one. I'm gonna try and time it right anyways. Tanks check salve. Starting the timer. Make sure it lands at 0.
Oh, early.
Don't go there.
5,
I almost killed
4,
him.
3,
Killed us.
2, 1.
I can cancel it. I'm not that bad.
Yeah, no, I almost killed us there. Yeah, they're just not doing as well.
Probably just.
It's a one that travels, I have one that just lands immediately.
He is smarter than average cookie sometimes.
The fact that Starfire lands immediately and all the other casts have to like travel.
Yeah, mine last lands immediately too, so. The Sledge Belcher again first. Let's go around the left side of this and pull him from. Pull him back here. It'll be close quarters. I'm gonna face him towards this wall right here, just so y'all are aware. To the left wall.
Guess don't have to be that close yet.
No, just make sure you have a line of sight. Like I said, I'm going to be hugging this left wall, so you should be able to get plenty of range on the backside. Pull when you can.
Ranged up when you were gonna get cleaved.
Sledge up. Guys, pick it up. Get your range. Careful with bugs here. I don't want Thunder Fury accidentally proc into one of those guys.
What the hell's stalling? Aggro.
Work on it. Get your cast on. So everybody focus. Just.
Sheer fucking grabs them berserker stance for that. Probably saves the raid.
Nice.
Always be ready for a death wish, just in case.
Waters work really well against these guys too, if you have.
I'll get a Ranger next. You can go and grab him.
Ink.
Alright, don't get too far to the right. Patchwerk does have a pretty small Eiger range, but don't want to take any chances. Be very careful with your range. We got a little lucky last time. Don't need to pursue.
Isn't that supposed to be insta-kill?
Yes, there should be a mark on that one.
Got about 10 minutes on my trip bus.
Is it 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Dang, you must burn a lot of extra time.
Yeah, I had to make some flasks. So.
I mean, no, let's
5,
go to manor.
4,
Can't
3,
do the healing. Take
2,
it.
1.
Tanks. Every tank, go and put on full mitigation gear for me. If you brought a flask, don't pop it yet if you haven't. values here? Alright, so all tanks have your maximum health values as of right now, correct?
I think that might flip and stuff. Yeah.
I've got
Okay.
flask, so
But you haven't used it yet, right? Or have you?
haven't used it yet.
Okay. I've got flasks to hand out, so I need to figure out who we're giving it to. Alright, Hercules, you're in full mitigation gear right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hercules is going to be main tanking. Baz, Kaba, and me are going to be off tanks. Alright, if you brought a flask, go ahead and pop it.
Not enough mana.
Even Berkeley's? Or is that... you don't want me to... I have a flask, I have my own, so... I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure.
go ahead. You'll still be lower between all.
If a tank needs chimeric shots, so trade with 3.
He's got more than me now.
Yeah. I can lower down to my other gear.
No,
so
don't worry
there's...
about it.
Lowering doesn't matter. You just need to be number 1 on threat. That's it. And you will not get hit.
I'll do that.
As long as there's another melee on the threat table near you.
If I'm being hit by him, I'll be the first thing.
Should we bubble the tank every time we can, or just no bubble on it?
You can bubble.
Okay.
But as your
We need you, our buffs.
as a tank, I'm not. I would say bubbles are fine. But I refer to healers as to which is going to be more efficient, just continuing to heal or bubbles.
Combination both.
If you have time to get a bubble out, please do it. But for the most part, we should be non-stop casting either Greater Heal rank 1 or rank 2. The Paladin should be using a mid-level Flash of Light. And then pursuit of the tanks, so just whatever you do pursue, I'm sure you know what to do.
Do not switch targets, guys.
Yes. Your targets are your targets. You never change target, and you shouldn't be waiting until damage is done to heal. Everyone should be casting all the time, and if it's not ready, you cancel it. And then you immediately cast again. You don't stop casting at all. Also, use consumes. I will be watching the logs, right? I expect every healer to be popping consumes when you need it at roughly 80% mana.
Alright, so how it's going to work, I'm sure most people know. The Hateful Strike is going to hit one of the 3 off tanks, assuming we're number 2, 3, and 4 on threat. And we have the most health. Whoever has the most health of those top 4 is going to get hit by it. And it hits for like 22,000 to 29,000 unmitigated. You can expect tanks to actually get a hit for about 7,500, 8,000 every hit. And it goes off every 1.2 seconds. So it'll rotate through the off tanks, which is why it's very important that you stay on whatever for healers. It's very important that you stay on whichever target you're assigned to healing.
I assume tanks should have a stone shield.
Yes, all 4 of us need to be using stone shields the entire fight. We need to be stacked up, all 4 of us right on top of each other during the pull. We need to all be melee range immediately and start building threat. Hercules needs to be... Well, it won't be. Preferably Hercules needs to be number 1, so the other 3 of us just go a little easy on it. All DPS, you need to wait until 3 Hateful Strikes go out before you start DPS. You need to give us time, or else people are going to die.
You said melee, yeah?
All DPS.
Oh.
Melee DPS, just stay back until we start getting some threat, so he doesn't accidentally turn and smack you.
To the healers, I'm gonna take a dip in the green stuff to go half health. Don't heal me, please.
In fact, healers just ignore everybody except who you're specifically told to heal. Do not heal any DPS.
I was just gonna say we're healing tanks and that's it this fight.
Correct.
Only tanks.
Top 4.
Threat is still an issue. You need to make sure you are not in the top 4 of threat. Now, when he turns and does a hateful strike, it also gives you threat. So threat should not be an issue, and you need to DPS him. But do not get in the top 4 in threat. You need to push it, but not too far. So watch it. Be aware of how much threat you have. Be smart about it, please.
Which I believe that only what he's asking is for ranged. For ranged, it shouldn't matter as long as they're staying below number.
For everybody. I do not want anybody in top 4 in threat unless they are expecting to take a hateful strike, okay? Nobody else besides those top 4. Don't even want to play around it. Am I clear? Okay, so watch your threat, be smart about it, don't get in the top 4 unless you're one of the 4 tanks.
Roger that.
Groups around a little bit to get Diva Ore for and Imp buff for all the tanks. So just bear with me a moment.
Where were we planning to tank Patchwerk?
We're just gonna pull them.
Just a few feet back, yeah.
Yeah, right in this range, give or take. Exact spot doesn't really matter too much.
Maybe just a touch away from the Green River.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Zephyr, I'm gonna use your imp.
I think only as the imp buff now, just a warning.
Hey, not a terrible idea for the melee and other people to click off stand buffs and stuff, just so your health pool is lower.
As long as you're not in top 4 in threat, your health will not be an issue. If you want to get rid of health buffs and you're a DPS, I'm not going to stop you. But as long as you stay outside of the top 4 in threat, you're not going to get hit. What were you? Zephyr, who did you say?
Me, unless one of the warlocks want to volunteer.
Oh, I'm going to need one more.
So, one of you guys want to volunteer?
Which will do it.
Alright, thanks,
Which?
I get minus threat.
It is in
Hey,
death.
Alright, so I'm going to use Jarek and Shiley for Diva Aura. And that should work out pretty well in those groups.
Put my imp up there once he backs up. You said you're taking him near the green?
Yeah. Give or take.
If you
Right
put it
about
on
here.
the monstrosity, it should more than cover it.
Yeah. As long as I get it, like, actually doesn't even matter if I get it in this fight.
Alright, any questions before we get going?
No siree.
Do you want one of the warlocks to cast weakness?
Which one was that? What does that do?
It's minus physical damage. It's like your demo shout.
Yeah, let's do that instead of recklessness.
I will switch.
Okay, everybody's ready. All tanks, come on up here. We need to stand basically stacked. Off tanks, once we get kind of rolling on threat, we'll move a little bit to the left. And then DPS come over to the right. The last leg right here. Maybe behind him.
Alright, call and we're okay to DPS.
Alright, because you're going to pull him on this pass, you're going to have to get relatively close. So just come, once you get him, just run back around on top of us.
Right to that, sir.
Go and pop your stone shields.
You guys got this.
Pop him with an arrow and run back.
That's what I want to do.
Come back.
Kel'Thuzad make Patchwerk his avatar of war.
Should be good. Tanks, just watch your threat. Make sure we keep that order. Keep shield block running at all times.
Bad needs some more heals. I'm trying to get any.
Keep those heals pumping.
Baz healers are Lightning Samsonites on them. Stay on Baz.
You can push DPS quite a bit at this point.
Beer's been dipping low a few times.
Make sure you're using a stone shield.
Man, I'm getting good dodges here.
Kids keep pumping.
Oh, and maybe you guys need to use pots. Conserve
Keep that mana roll. Tanks, get ready for another stone shield. Pump that damage.
Warlock's over advantage.
Great job, healers. Keep it up. Use your pots.
5 seconds on stone shields. Stone shields.
Wow, can we make sure demo soaks get...
I got it.
Weakness.
Tanks, when it gets to 5%, we're gonna shield wall.
Can you please pull that up?
DPS, make sure you're saving your cooldowns for 5% if you haven't burned them already.
Use manifolds if you got them. Use.
Innervate, Jonesy.
And Nerd, stop putting rip on boss, please.
Keep pushing it.
Thank you, Nerd.
Got plenty of a threat seal.
Tap now, hammers.
Oh, that lagged. Shit. That was scary as fuck.
It's safe to feign in this fight.
Yes.
Stay your targets, guys. Good job.
Yeah. You're doing great. Keep it up. 15 seconds on stone shields.
Honor's feign if you need benefit.
Stone shield. Alright, coming up on execute phase.
Last stand if you can, 100 warriors.
Doing good, keep pushing. Is there anything you can get to get mana back?
Healing pots when you can, warriors.
Reason stone shields. On cooldown.
Yeah. Execute.
Keep it up, boys. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Got plenty of thread to work with.
Heals on gear. Stay on your target cell.
Coming up on 10%. Be ready for shield wall, but not yet. Get ready. Be ready. Be ready. Be ready. Be ready. Shield wall now. Push him. Cooldowns. Blast them all. Burn him.
Holy shit, boys.
Impact!
record. 5 minutes. That's not bad. 5:27.
Damn, boys.
Alright, good job, all. Yeah, I was lagging bad on that one too. I lagged out twice.
Do we not have a live log tonight?
Yeah, I'd love to look at that log. Jesus.
I can post one real quick. Hang on. Let's get Luke taken care of.
If anybody says that a deep front warrior can't hold tank, I tell you right there, it's proof.
That was the hardest boss of all.
That was it? Come on.
I'm gonna go sit inside his stomach.
Alright, let's go kill Gluth and Thaddeus now.
Alright, when you jump over, hang on, everybody. Do not touch those little blobs.
And they have a bigger radius than they look.
Run around them.
Pally can't bubble and pop there, but you need to not be near the pally if they did that.
This is Hunter Pryor, by the way.
Sorry, I need a second too.
Yeah, we gotta line up the pallet bubbles next time. That's something you gotta work on, Shadowly. You can pop these and it creates like a path so nobody dies ever.
Obviously, no one's played Frogger in their day.
What's the Frogger?
Don't embarrass
It's
yourselves.
batching. It's batching.
Last card checker this way, right there.
Nah, they can be bad batching.
Sorry, I need a second to collect myself.
I'm excited.
That was an insane.
Because we can clear this win tonight. That's the thing.
Yeah, we can.
Fuck yes.
Arnos, how did you die?
Boys,
Boys.
we one-shot frickin' Patchwerk.
Man down.
Yeah, he wasn't even hard.
Dude, once the healers
There's
got
so
under
much
control,
fucking
that's all
healing shit. It was
All
ridiculous.
that mattered. You guys fucking rocked it. You healers
tanks all killed him, man. Good shit. Oh yeah, man.
If you're having trouble with lag, we can always just summon you to the other side.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, great job, healers. Great job, tanks.
Come on, I'm here to raise you. You'll make it.
This ring, man. Good shit, dude.
I mean, the only thing that would make this better is if we got a couple more shards.
Yeah, right.
That's true. I mean, he's right.
I posted it, but it looks like it did not automatically post, so I'm just. That is the.
Do not continue. Turn back while there's still time.
And the second link is going to be the live.
You end up taking more damage than I did. By far.
Yeah, because I was getting Hateful Strike. That's how that fight works.
Yeah.
Tanks are going to take more damage than the main tank on that fight every time.
We all mitigated the same 70%. Just yeah, by far. It didn't hit Kawasu very much. 31%. Because very low.
Is that old skirt at the top of that list?
It is.
Boy.
Yeah, let's go strong.
Man, it was
Very low overheal too, man. That is beautiful.
It's fucking solid. Timing.
There's overhealing on that fight.
Right?
Yeah, on the off-tank healing. Yeah.
There is a lot actually, but
I'd like to thank Hax and Lanai, especially for all the work you guys have done trying to get ready for that fight. Thank you.
oh, you bastard. Congrats. Congrats, Mike.
I mean, I would have been happier if the Wand of Fates dropped, but you know.
Next week. Next week.
Right?
We know we can kill him in a week now.
Provided we have 13 healers.
Next time we don't have any major mana pots, trade me. We use it on during that fight and then draws.
Alright, can I get a. Lanai, can you mind vision on Skull and see if there's anything right around that right corner?
Not immediately, there's just Thaddeus right in front of me.
Okay.
All of these abominations can't be stopped.
Alright, so the Stitched Spewers. We'll do an AoE Poison Volley and an AoE Knockout. Just stun lock them. So let's have. Man, we've only got two rogues. Lyra be on Skull, Bree on X. And Charlie, if you can get some Paladin assignments, stun them.
Yeah, Grobbulus is heading up the way.
Oh, I see him.
Ah!
Yeah, once we clear this pack, we can go to where the pack is, and we don't have to worry about Grobbulus. He can make his rounds.
Yeah, we need to make sure we keep these stuns so they don't knock us up and kill us.
Wow.
I've always stood in the doorways, so when you get knocked up, you just get knocked up. Like,
yeah, we will. I don't want to play with the slime that close right on this doorway, though.
well, the doorway where they're standing.
Yeah.
Is there an alchemist that can make some mana pots for me?
Yeah, pre-can.
Once we clear these, we'll take the next ones in the group.
I got extra. Come trade radius.
Oh no, I was gonna go into Shiley.
Oh, okay.
Ranged back up a bit to kind of like where Sephiroth and Olden are standing right now. So we can take them up here. Kind of face them away a little bit. Away from the raid. I'll take Skull in this general vicinity, as where you're at's pretty good. Pull whenever you're comfortable. Remember to get those stuns going.
Which side is Skull gonna be tanked on?
The right side as we're facing the guys. Let's get some heals on
Got it.
as soon as possible.
Next game too.
Yep. Everybody will split up.
He's right over there. Yeah.
As soon as stun is good. As soon as you can, though, you can. Okay.
Aaron, go ahead and stun on X.
Good job. Grobbulus doesn't pat all the way back down here, does he?
No, he goes
right
like,
to the middle.
yeah.
So we usually in the overlay just take this little alcove to the left and pull shit inside there.
Yep, and you stand, melee can stand in this doorway, they don't take too much fall damage.
Keep an eye out for those frozen ruins, everyone.
Any mages got water? On.
Yeah, radius got a raid.
I will trade Nuneth.
Alright, so everybody come on in this alcove back here. These doorways. Kind of like the Zul'Farrak boss, Gazril, or whatever his name is. We're do something kind of like that. Just gonna pull Skull with my back right over here. And we'll do X with Baz's back right over here. And make sure you're in his doorway. I'm not sure what the range is on that knockup though. Keep the same stun targets for rogues at least. Let them get in position before we start stunning them, please.
Rogues are cheap shotting on the pole, right?
Correct.
That's the one thing I was gonna ask you. If I've got a free stun, if I can cheap shot, but I have to stay stealth. So if one of those, if I get knocked out of stealth, then it's gonna reduce one of the stuns by.
Okay, just kind of hide off to the side then, I guess, until we get him in position.
Yeah, like where Little's at.
Gotcha.
I'll have to wait for Grobbulus to move and then we'll pull. Alright, pull ready. DPS hold on a second. Skull's good.
I'm in.
Stun's down on Skull.
That slime bolt is counterspell mages.
Get a stun on X.
Already did. I'll get it. I got X in a sec. Don't need it.
So for this pull, we've never usually pulled them back. The two that are under that little roof there just get tanked there. Healers go up with them. The other one gets pulled back, killed. Next one, pulled back, killed, etc. But you could try to pull them back here.
Question is, how long is Grobbulus going to stay up there? Will we have enough time to kill him?
Yeah, you do it as he runs up. Yeah, he stays up there a good amount.
About 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we wait for him to pat down again, we should be good.
Yeah, we'll have to wait.
These 3 chained together.
Yeah.
So we're saying pull them out though?
No, the 2 that are under there stay pretty much where they're at. Maybe pull Axe a little bit more to the right. Pull Skull out because he's the one that's not under there.
And he should be coming back right about.
Off tank and healers go up. You know.
Maybe pull Skull all the way back here or where?
Like halfway in the middle of the room, because Grobbulus will still be up there.
Alright.
Like
Well,
maybe
I'm
see
out
this
with it.
U right here, this great U, like maybe in the middle, you know.
Shiley is being way too modest, not taking the credit deserved on his help with Patchwerk too. I know I keep on talking about it, but guys, I'm so fucking happy. You healers really rocked it. Thank you, Shiley. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that was amazing.
When I did the assignments, by the way.
Yeah, but I worked with Shiley on level 3 crafting.
Oh, okay.
So Beer and Cabo. On your 2 targets, just keep them in that alcove, just pull them back, put your back against the wall.
Oh, what's my target again?
You're gonna be square. No wait, I told Beer Achilles square, didn't I?
You're confusing me, man.
Sorry, Beer Achilles is gonna be on square. Cabo, so you can just DPS.
These guys stunned? Do we need FAF for these guys?
No, they'll knock you up and they'll do an AoE poison volley, but they won't stun. Let's keep stuns on square and X primarily. If you can
Yeah, I got a concussion.
send a couple paladins
square
to help out on square, that'd be fine. And then once we get to square, we'll just have the rogues stun lock him.
This is the guy who farts, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, while he's standing here. Basically, we'll kite him around the room in a circle around the edge of the room, and periodically he's gonna fart out a poison cloud that'll expand over time. So we have to keep taking him out of that. I have to stay in melee range, otherwise he's gonna start AoEing everything. Just nuking the raid from range. All right, get ready.
I thought he like marked somebody that he poison clouds, and then poison cloud person runs it away.
He will. He will too. He'll do that too.
You like run to the
Well,
ramp
he does.
guys in the
He does a
backside.
poison cloud and then he debuffs
We'll
a
talk
raid
about it
member.
after this. He does both.
It's really not that difficult.
Oh, it can't be. If you can do the plague on the an AQ, you could probably do this.
I'm out of range.
Pull the skull back, get the X and square back against that wall where we came from.
You guys want to stay? Yep. You want to stay under the wall?
Just start stunning. X just start stunning X. Stun lock it in there.
Probably the 6 balls, he's coming.
Hold the boss.
Do not continue. Turn back while there's still
I
time.
don't know if we can.
Gates down.
Just try to kill X if you can. I'll try to pick up the dice. Come here.
I think that hurts.
I'm taking him to a corner. There's poison cloud in the middle. Stay away
Square
from
down. Get square down.
Jarek, go move away from everybody else, Jarek. Do not dispel that.
Healers.
Healers, you're gonna have to walk with me.
Shiley, go to the ramp. Go to the ramp.
Fuck it, let's kill him.
That's the plan.
Yeah, let's go, dude. Yeah, they're poison clouds, guys.
Kill the slime, stay out of the clouds.
Your comms let out.
As soon as the slime's down. Alright, so you go. Continuing injection. Do not dispel that poison. You need to go find a spot away from everybody.
Preferably near the clouds behind him.
Slime's up. Everybody on the slime. Healers, you're gonna have to move with me.
Don't be in front of me.
Old Scroll, get to the ramp and then dispel yourself.
Yep, melee, stay behind. Do not get in front of me.
Healers that are standing in front of me.
Backing into a green cloud shortly with Axe.
Get out of the middle.
3. Go find a spot, prefer spot that we've already been to.
You're in slime, by the way.
You guys are
Let's get a soul stone up.
Shiley has one.
It looks like it fell off.
Okay, never mind then.
Get a DI or something. If you can. Old scrote. Do we have any white protection?
I do not know anymore.
Shiley's up.
Riley's down.
Not anymore.
I was trying to get a DI on Sunlow.
That's all good.
I put an SS on someone when I got used.
Somehow X got out and got into line of sight of Grob.
I think
Owen's
someone.
been back-resed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I saw a battle res and Owen.
Be very careful when you resing people. If we had anybody. Do we have anybody? Yeah.
Forrest got cables, just gonna try him.
Alright, we'll try it. Watch out for the boss.
Owen has a B-res pending on him.
You're clear, Owen.
He's alive.
Just move back to where we entered the room before you start getting mana back.
If you're really close to the ramp, you might want to just consider running back and getting a summon.
Yeah. So let's say Burying, Cursed, me, Old Scroll, Miserians, Sunlow, Arasa, all of us. Let's go ahead and release and run back.
So biggest thing, guys, notice how those circles expand, and you need to avoid them.
Well, they shouldn't be there in the first place.
Yeah,
so
they're
that's
supposed
what
to
we're gonna
be.
fix.
It's because he did that run.
Right. We're gonna pull them. We're gonna start them like on the ramp, essentially, like at the bottom of the ramp, and just start cutting around clockwise for the room.
You always want
So
to
do-
drop the volatile injections behind.
Guys, we can't go through slimes. Don't run into other slimes.
I can pull them and vanish.
The next room has slimes in it too.
No, you guys are gonna accept a summon from a res line.
No, I don't.
Yeah, just wait for summons, guys.
Yeah.
Back up from the entrance. They have a long full range.
Extremely long. You just be patient and wait.
I've been in here still.
If you're running back, go and zone in. And I certainly hope that our warlocks have enough shards.
I have 23 on me.
That should be enough.
Plenty. I'm sure with everybody here, we have plenty.
Yeah, we'll have plenty.
Yeah, shark. So you can send me.
Just hang out by the entrance. Just put a 1 in raid when you're ready.
Clicky clicky boards, folks.
Okay, so now we have a chance to talk about this guy. So as you saw, theoretically he's gonna drop poison clouds on the ground, and they will expand quite a lot. So I'm gonna be basically just continuously moving, slowly backpedaling around the room. We're gonna start at that ramp where he walks down. There's still a slime up.
That's why I marked a circle.
Yeah, we can kill him on the boss. Maybe, maybe not. Probably should talk about the boss before we try to kill it.
You're gonna run in a circle, or do you want to zigzag like?
No, I'm
down the back?
gonna do a circle around the entire outside of the room.
Do the poison clouds eventually dissipate? Because they seem to stay up.
Yeah, they do.
Takes a long time though.
This is a fight where caster stays tight, melee stays tight. You do not get away from each other.
So healers, casters, you're gonna have to move from time to time to keep up. Make sure you are not in front of the boss. You have to be behind him. Every single person except for me has to be behind the boss. See that fallout slime that's over there? Every so often he's gonna do a frontal cone effect called slime spray. It'll hit for about 3,500, and it'll add 1 of those slimes for every person that it hits. So you want it to only hit me, so I only get 1 slime at a time. If 10 people get hit, then all of a sudden we got 10 slimes to deal with. So like I said, I'll start back at the ramp. somewhere. I can't really ping it. Somewhere like here-ish, and then just kind of slowly go clockwise around the entire perimeter of the room. Around the entire thing. All the way. When you get the mutating injection, it's a poison. Do not dispel it. It's going to go for 10 seconds, and when that 10 seconds runs out, or when it gets dispelled, it'll do damage to the to a player. It's like 2,000 damage to whoever it's on and anybody nearby. Those are disease.
It ticks too, by the way, so you get damage as you have it.
You can shield him, put some hots on him, but do not get rid of it. That person, whoever gets on, needs to run behind the boss somewhere that we've already been, and let it expire. Because when it does, it's going to put another poison cloud wherever it's at, and it's going to be the same ones that we're trying to get away from. So you don't want to be in front of them. You want it to be kind of far away. Give us as much space to work with.
Try to
as the fight goes on,
tuck it in tight towards the wall.
And that's what you were calling out.
Yes.
Now, if you run back behind where we already were, you mean somewhere where we haven't been, but also not in a poison cloud.
You want
Right,
to drop
somewhere
it
behind him, as
right
close
next-
to a poison cloud that's already existing, but you need to stay out of it. You
Yeah,
want to
that's
try to
the
get them
best.
to overlap.
Yeah, that's the best. Move as close as you can. Shiley will be at range to dispel. So we're starting the fight at the ramp, so that's where you're gonna want to, start putting them.
Right, just somewhere that we have already passed by. That's behind the boss.
And the goal is we're gonna move them slow enough that by the time we get there, you'll beat it. To get to the same spot.
That is the goal.
So are we all going to start on, while he's up there, are we all going to start in like the opposite corner, like over here from the ramp? So we're behind him when you pull him on the ramp side, like over here?
Yeah.
And when you get the poison or the volatile injection, run to where he has been.
Yeah, it's not just a melee thing only, it's healers, casters, hunters, everybody can get it, so keep an eye out for his. Yeah, nature protection pump will be helpful if you got them.
Saves your life, man. Saves your life.
I'm not sure how much the clouds hit, but they hurt.
You can take one tick as a caster. Me just probably can't.
It ticked on me 1357, 1361, 14.
There's two different clouds, so.
Yeah,
This is the one you dropped.
I got the one that I dropped. Yeah, it ticked about 1,200 for me.
I was talking about the ones that are on the clouds that are on the ground already. I'm not sure how much those hit for. But just stay out of them.
Switch to the slimes, guys. That too.
310, 321, 330, 326. Not too much.
Okay, just stay out of them though. It's easy to avoid. Every time a fallout slime spawns, everybody come up to the slime, kill it. At 30%, he's going to do mutating injections twice as fast, so save your cooldowns for 30%. Any questions?
Lyra does have, I have about 17 of the regular nature protection potions. If anybody needs one or doesn't have one, better to have it just in case. Open trade.
Alright, I want Baz keeping an eye out for the fallout slimes to tank them.
It is in death that we are truly tested.
I mean, if you're not intending to pull them, that won't do bad. I'll wait for him to just come down naturally.
Face falling.
Yeah.
Okay.
We want to go kill that slime first.
Well, I was gonna say that slime, is that gonna pull the boss if we kill it?
Probably connected.
I'm assuming they're connected, but I don't know. So
All right,
we'll just wait until he's up there, up at the top for the next round. And we'll run it there, grab the slime, Basil tank it, just nuke that thing down, and I'll be able to pick up the boss.
Is everybody hitting the slimes or just melee or?
Everybody. All DPS needs to kill slimes when they spawn. That's your top priority.
Do they drop a poison cloud at all?
No.
Okay. Are we waiting for him to come back before we go?
I was just making sure
I'm
everybody's
back.
ready.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for one more rotation. We're gonna go back up and then we'll go.
Cool.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ton of health. I mean, it's not much more than rag at the end of the day. Wait, no.
Really, our limitation is just once we fill the room up with poison, then we're pretty much dead.
Yeah, it's just the time limit, essentially. I mean, it's gonna take... It's about the same as a Nefarian fight, maybe, theoretically.
He doesn't have any kind of threat dropping.
No.
Just stay below the tank, you'll be fine.
Yep.
Let's do it.
It's just like the plague from AQ, except for you're gonna get dispelled this time. So just run to, like he said, where we were. Close to another one as you can, another cloud.
Shiley's the one that's dispelling it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. I trust you, just don't do it early. So if you're not Shiley, don't get rid of that debuff. Don't be dispelling at all.
Who's calling out the plague?
I'll try to.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, the entire time, do not get in front of the boss. Always be behind him.
That includes everybody.
Yeah, same kind of thing as the servant guy from ZG Sour Apples, but a lot faster.
Yeah, they try to make you spread the heals by having all those poison clouds and shit. Right, and then there's the whole mechanic of him farting.
Yep.
You could fight him on top of the ramp. That way we get that extra room to... Actually, never mind.
You'll have line of sight issues and people will be in front of him at that point.
That'd be fun.
So when he comes down, I'm gonna take him to the bottom of the ramp and face him away from where we're looking right now. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and grab the slime. Baz, pick up the slime. And murder that thing real quick.
Slime again.
Ranged and stuff, you want to move around to the right so that we
Pull him back a bit. Pull the slime back a
I
bit.
need to get closer.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it is.
Boss is still pathing.
Kill the slime quick. Okay, all arranged. Hang out right in here. For now, just wait.
Where do you want us to hang out? Sorry.
Right on this side. I'm gonna tank him right at, I'm gonna start him right at the bottom of this ramp essentially, and then start moving him towards this back wall. And then around this way, and then up that way, and then back around. So get ready to move.
So counterclockwise.
We don't need all that space on them.
I started thinking about the ramp, but you start, I don't want to run into line of sight issues. You possibly start getting people out in front of them.
First few volatile injections, run up the ramp, people. It's not just on the healers, you need to go to a good position.
Yeah, first vol protection up the ramp is going to be a good thing, then we'll use some space to work with. So try to keep it clear from now. He's throwing his slimes out. Bombard the slime. Alright, he's coming back.
Let's do this, folks.
Radius has the cloud.
Sorry. Healers, I'm going to be moving away from you for a minute.
Now, Shelly.
Slime's up. Lyra. Where's the cloud?
No. Let's get out of there. Yeah, you're good. I need that space.
Shyly.
Move up a little bit, casters. Give us some more space.
These clouds go away pretty quickly.
Yeah, they do.
Opposite. Wrong.
Wait for
Foot
it a
nine.
little bit.
Slime's up.
You can get on it. Just watch out melee.
Hold it.
Alright, more to the middle, casters. Get away from all that.
4. Move it. Save your cooldowns for 30%. I'm trying to get the distance on each of them down. Move. I think I missed a call out.
Sapphire, I got it though.
That was from me. It's good.
Okay. She's no.
First time I read
Slime's
it.
up. And I want you to get back on the boss floor. Cooldowns, Lyra. Zephyr.
He loves me tonight.
Cloud moving forward. A little more. Perfect.
Radius.
Yep.
Slime's up.
Should we just focus the boss or no?
Focus the slime still.
Yeah, definitely not sense.
Zephyr.
For fuck's sake, man.
Move it.
And that was supposed to be hard? Come on.
No, these easy.
Nah, these guys are easy.
Back in joke mode. Good job, everybody. I found some shoulder pads. I found them.
You're so excited.
I'm so excited.
Toxin injector.
GG's.
Alright, guys. The next boss is the most difficult boss in the raid.
Pipe boss.
Pipe boss.
Fucking pipe. I don't want to do it. Can I stay here?
The Slimer.
Can you guys just summon me?
Pro tip, click RP walk. Or just be like me and dash into this.
Alright, don't go past the pipe yet. Once you start going into the tunnel, you're gonna start taking nature damage, and right
let's
outside the
jump that.
tunnel. Right outside the tunnel is the next boss. So let's just hold up here, we'll talk about the next boss. Playing it risky.
Nah, it's easier than having to like zigzag.
Mage's time to shine coming up.
Alright, so Gluth is up next. Everyone needs to use a nature protection potion going through this tunnel. You need to minimize your damage coming out because as soon as we drop down, the boss is going to pull. And I don't need all the healers just pulling instant 4k threat on the entire raid right off the bat. Alright. Alright, so. And once you get down, just bandage yourself up if you can. Let the tanks and healers worry about getting the boss up. So Gluth.
Life is meaningless.
He's gonna.
It is in
Yeah, go and do the nature now.
we are truly
No reason not to.
tested.
He's gonna frenzy, so that will mean to be tranked. Need a rotation on that. He'll do a mortal strike, stacking debuff on the tank. It's like 10%. Grad switch. 10% per stack. So we need to tank swap him, but I believe he is not tauntable. So Baz and myself are gonna do this. Baz, do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Doesn't matter to me.
Well, I main tanked the last one, so I don't know if you want to.
Nah, go for it.
Say again?
So go for it.
Alright, so I'll start. You need to make sure you're below Baz and myself, and the two of us, we need to make sure we're staying close to each other, so we can swap at a moment's notice. Basically, when it's time to swap all to stop attacking, let him get it. He's also going to fear all the time. We're going to attack him right next to a doorway. I believe you can line of sight it. Or maybe you can't.
I think you can. It's close. It's a position thing, but
I think it is possible to line of sight, but it might be on a weird timer. So might not be able to actually hit it reliably. He'll spawn zombies also. There's going to be like 3 grates in the back of the room. That is going to be the mage's job. So this is what I was telling mages to be a while back, to be ready to AoE kite. We're going to have 3 mages back there. All they're going to be doing is kiting around the zombies that spawn. They have a ton of health, so they like realistically cannot be killed normally. And they do a stacking debuff when they hit you that increases the damage that you're going to take. So if you get too many that hit you, you'll basically end up just getting one shot. So all you want to do is just keep them kiting around, keep them slowed. Kabasu, you said you have Piercing Howl, right?
That is correct.
All right, if you can help out with the zombies, just help keep them slowed as need be. Feel free to hit them a couple times to get rage, but do not pull aggro off the mages, all right? Let them keep running around. Just try to help them keep them slowed. Let me get... And Hunter's probably won't be the best thing. Because you'll have to feign death. What is it, 30-second cooldown on feign death, right?
Yes.
Let me get... How many hunters do you need for your track rotation? 3?
Typically.
Okay. We get 3 hunters on the track rotation then, and the other 2, let's have helping out with frost traps. It's basically feign death and drop a frost trap whenever you can to help out the mages.
Back up. You got 2 traps.
Perfect. So all you're gonna do, Flastard and Boar, you can damage the boss in between when you can, but when your feign death is up, just run over towards where you want to plant a trap, feign death, drop a frost trap. Somewhere where the mages can kite over top of it, just to help out. So mages, watch out for those frost traps. Let's have Flastard in between the 2, like the middle and the left side, and Boar focus on the middle and the right side. Everybody else is going to be on the boss. Just watch your threat. Don't stay over the top of the 2 targets. Every 2 minutes or so, give or take, plus or minus 15 seconds or so, he's going to do a decimate. That's going to bring everything in the room, aside from him, going to bring your health down to 5%. So everybody in the raid and the zombies that are being kited around. At that point, the healers need to be focusing on the tanks to get them topped off as much as possible. Whichever tank is actively tanking at that time, be ready to pop a last stand. Have your life-giving gem ready to go as well. So you have some options to at least give yourself a little bit of health right off the bat.
You need a health stone? Does that work with life-giving gem?
It does not share cooldown, I don't believe.
So grab a health stone if you need it.
Yep. At that point, for the decimate, the raid is not going to be taking damage during this phase. So don't worry about getting yourself healed up immediately. Don't worry about having low health. You're not going to be taking damage. Just don't kill yourself with life taps or anything, and you'll be fine. At that point, the zombies are going to start making their way to the boss. And if any zombies make it to the boss, they're going to heal him. So any zombie that makes it to the boss is going to heal him by 5%. So when that decimate goes out, every single DPS in the raid needs to go and kill the zombies. They're not going to attack you. They're just going to make a beeline for the boss. They won't have a target. So just go in, AoE them, whatever you can do.
Hax, do you know if they are slowable when they're doing that beeline?
I do not know.
Okay, I'm gonna be
They are.
trying to Frost Nova and AoE slow, so hopefully that works.
Yeah, don't let the
water healers.
Don't let the dog get the zombies. After the decimate, be very careful about using sappers. You can use them if you have the health, but be very careful. So that's all I was gonna do. Just watch the thread. keep fear wards on me and Baz the entire time. Do we have how many dwarf priests do we have?
Lanai and Viv and Owen.
Sunlow.
Say Sunlow too.
Okay, so let's have 2 per tank, 2 for me, 2 for Baz, just rotating through those fear wards. I'll let healers decide who wants to do that. Don't let the zombies hit you, and don't let the zombies get to the boss. And that is just kill, essentially. After the decimate goes out, and we kill the zombies, he's going to start spawning zombies again, so then those 3 mages and hunters will get back to it. Yeah, don't have a lot of health, so hopefully we can. We'll probably see 1 decimate, I'm guessing, honestly.
Yeah,
but
with all the fears, we're not going to have that much uptime.
we shouldn't see 2, hopefully. Any questions?
No, first sword.
Anybody need a nature protection potion?
I have lesser ones to hand out if anybody needs any.
You need to have one equipped right now. You need to have one on before you go in the tunnel. And don't go in the tunnel yet. Wait for everybody as a group.
Hax and Baz are going to be the tanks. Are we buff right here before we go on?
Yeah, we'll buff before we go on. Everybody get right in front of the tunnel.
I think in front of the tunnel you can take major damage. You all take damage.
Not if you're on the back half of the pipe.
Like the back half of the pipe.
I wasn't showing he's taking damage.
Yeah, I see the people that are green.
Alright, so when we get in there, you'll see there's a door that he's going to be kind of coming out of. I'll just take him to the left side as we're looking at it, the left side of that door. And kind of, I think the best thing to do is probably going to be turn him around so his back is facing the door. So that way healers in range can hang out like right by the doorway. And hopefully the healers can stay out of line of sight of the boss, but in line of sight of me, kind of like Fire Maul. You should be able to find a spot for that. That way you won't get feared.
Do you want me to just come stand on you or swapping?
Yeah, basically. You can just stand on me the entire time, really.
Okay.
Eat his ass.
Alright, everybody's ready. So, let's go. Come on in.
Hug the right side here in this tunnel.
Yep. There's a hole. Don't fall down it.
There's the next boss.
Cat farms fall out. Druids.
There's this door right here.
Right back.
Okay, help the healers.
Alright, easy on the right heel, guys.
See these grates that we dropped on top of? That's where the things are. Make sure that Baz is up on thread.
Pull him all the way back to that door in the
I'm working on it. He charged something.
Get those
Drag
zombies.
Just kite him.
Mine still up, I'm ready.
Healers move with me. What's the best place to do this? Okay. Alright, so this little doorway. Drag it.
Ridius, click off salve.
Braun.
I'm gonna turn him.
I don't have it.
I'm showing it.
I don't see it.
Healers, there's this little cubby here. If I get him positioned right, you should be able to stay out of line of sight.
I got 13 minutes next to your green grog.
Alright,
Healers
swap.
look like they're
You can
ranged in
swap.
the heals.
I got pretty big cover.
I'm stopping attacking. Swapping to Baz. Drag it.
Ridius is down.
Braun
Okay.
next.
Any mages that are up, try to pick up what Ridius left over.
Nothing's down.
Alright, he's on Baz.
You guys suck at kiting.
Alright, this is gonna end up being a wipe. There is no wipe prevention here.
Harness.
Oh wow, thorium grenades stun these zombies, by the way, in mass.
Okay. Just do whatever damage you can on the boss. This is gonna be a wipe. Guys, let me know when you're at 5.
Arn.
Got feared.
And I just got.
Track it.
I'm dead.
That's the decimate right there.
Yeah.
Do not continue.
I didn't even see
Turn
time on
back
that.
while there's still time.
I just go wipe it up.
And they are walking very slow after the decimate, so that should be easy.
Yeah, but you need mages to kill them.
Yeah. When they'll be left with like what 5,000 health. It looks like 6,000, something like that.
Oh, what the hell? He healed all the way up to full?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ate them up.
I know.
5%.
That's how this works? Shit.
Oh jeez. I just wipe it up.
Running back,
so,
correct?
Yeah, there is no wipe prevention. We have to run back.
So they
Yeah,
get the low
usually
rank
he's,
kite.
yeah.
They're gonna blink in as the zombies go in and just start an explosion.
I'm trying to think if there's a better. Yeah.
No, you want him. Zombies to be kited, you know, back here.
Yeah.
Away from him.
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to see if there's a better spot to
Yeah, gotcha.
so the healers can line of sight.
It looked like the healers were outranging the fear.
I never got feared once.
I didn't use that for.
I think
Okay.
it's a range thing.
Well, just get him to the wall and turn him around so he's as far away as possible from the healers.
If you haven't done it yet, you're not trying hard enough.
You can
I'm
hammer.
trying. He's
Hey, you
not
can
killing
hammer
anybody.
of justice as zombies. It looks like they're completely
Oh, literally.
susceptible to CC.
Yeah, you can slow them with the hamstring, everything there.
It's only after decimate that they can't be CC'd.
So you're saying I should be getting personalization, which I don't have.
It doesn't last long enough.
And there would just be too many. Don't even bother with it. Just let the mages do their thing.
I didn't see it, but nobody should be hitting those zombies but the mages, just FYI, so that they're only targeting one person and they can pat them around effectively.
The only other person that would be okay with hitting him, I would say, is Kabasu, just to get some rage so he can piercing howl. But make sure you don't take threat off of your mage.
Yeah, Kabasu mages are going to be doing rank 1 stuff, so we won't be doing too much threat.
I'm gonna put salve on Kaba, and I will not salve the mages.
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, I think the best thing to do, Kaba, just do DPS on the boss. I think the mages and the others will probably be enough.
We could probably just wait melee to go in just to let the tanks get sufficient threat.
Slight change, we have mages assigned to specific rates, so since they're coming out one at a time from each grate, each mage will handle one particular grate and all the mobs that come out of that grate.
That is the ideal way to do it.
And Lingus is floating.
Do we have healers on the mages? Or
Yes,
for
we
the
do.
mages?
Yes, we do.
Awesome.
Someone aggro Gluth. I don't know if it reset or not.
Nah. It will reset, yeah.
Well, when you get a chance, can you push a TQP thing to me? Mine's all fucked up.
He's not teleporting people, is he?
It says mine says combat ended.
Yeah, combat ended.
Same.
Don't worry about healing too much or buffing. We still have the gauntlet to run through.
Yeah, healing poor.
Laugh at poor.
Samson. Anybody healers?
That's not a heal. He needs more than a heal.
You don't res.
You do. Clear.
Yep. Keep in mind we gotta play Frogger again, so pay attention.
You got hit by one of the fast-moving slimes.
I just DC'd. Sweet.
No, I pushed the table to you.
Oh.
Jump in there, do it.
Thanks, man.
Got together on that pipe outside the tunnel. Hold off on your nature pots until you get into Grobbulus' room.
Now I'm seeing the correct DKB. Thank you.
Alright. I need somebody that's gonna be able to focus on calling out the decimate.
Call it out.
Okay. That'll work. So Free will call that out. So we'll be a little preoccupied with other things. Yeah, once we all get back up on the tunnel, we'll take a little bit of a break here. Been long enough.
Yeah, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just running straight down the line. I was looking at something else. And then all of a sudden I look back and I'm running right through the middle of those frickin' slimes.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me, sir.
I got so lucky.
Yep.
I literally ran all the way through them without paying attention.
Don't go too close to the tunnel. You're gonna start taking damage. We're gonna
I can
take a break.
honestly say nobody is surprised by this.
I was like, oh shit.
Alright, use your nature pots before you go on break, please, so your timer gets reset.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Okay.
And we'll do a 5-minute.
Why does Zyway keep walking into the...
Zai, you're getting hit by the poison, buddy. Yeah, you're getting
I'm
hit.
taking out the power shield will absorb some nature damage. It does.
Somehow,
Why wouldn't it?
because this game's weird.
There's a live log. It's in the raid channel. It's the second link. It just did not do the bot automatic ad for some reason.
Remember to drink up your nature resist pots, boys.
All the nature pots you got on yourself, and let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty.
Now what?
Someone's taking damage up there. Any warlocks have a Shard of Despair and get a summon on Nightingale?
Sure.
Still got 27 shards left. If anybody needs a health still, I'm just kind of AFK right now.
So we got
Tanks
two
doesn't really. Tanks and mages probably the people that need it. Other than that, it doesn't really serve much.
Too bad my class is gonna die in 4 minutes. gonna put a soul stone on Vidius.
Just in case I fuck up again.
Well, I just want you to.
Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Have any of y'all ever gone and done the Mara farming?
Yeah, for the stones and the elemental earth.
No, for the practicing of kiting a bunch of shit.
Do not continue.
They know how to kite, they're just not
still
spec for
time.
it, so it's a little tough.
They're not frost.
Oh, we haven't been frost for a while, bro.
You're not gonna get a frost mage in next.
Maidens I fight against are frost.
That's because PvP.
I'm an expert at AoE farming, boys.
Samson, we'd still be on Patchwerk if our mages were frost.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, checking to see who's back. Alright. Alright, everybody check, see, make sure he's back.
This is just for who's back, not if Buster could, right?
Yes. Let's make sure everybody's back.
Hamburgers, you're getting hit by the pie. You see the green on you?
It says absorb.
Everybody's back, let's buff up.
Doesn't say anything on my damage meters, my combat log.
Watch your health here in a second.
I saw you absorb a few.
Buff, buff, buff. Use your nature protection potion if you haven't already.
Beast skin bubble.
Alright, this is ready to check to see if we're ready to go. Tell me what you need. AI on Sunlow?
No, he hasn't. He didn't have it earlier. He's good.
Alright. Everybody said they're ready. Double check everything. Make sure you got food up, sharpening stones. Or just kind of hold off on DPS. If you're not one of the guiders or working on the zombies, just start making your way towards the far end of the room. Just want me and Baz hitting him first. And then you get to the spot, and then once he gets to the other side of the room, it should be good to go.
By the way, if you put him sideways and halfway, or more than halfway towards one end, we can just go like behind the wall and avoid the fear.
Okay, so like face him. Say I'm facing towards the wall to the left then.
Correct.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Don't make it a priority. I'm just saying.
Yeah, getting that close to walls, it can get tough to get into where you want to go, but I'll try. Okay, let's go. Everybody in. I'm gonna hug the right a bit.
But I was still RP walking. I was like, why the fuck am I not running?
Old school.
Not a good spot to RP walk. Here we go.
DPS.
Yeah, just the me and Baz only. We track it.
Harness.
Keep moving. If you're DPS, just run straight to the wall where we were attacking them. Track it again.
Okay. Blaster.
Track him again.
I'll keep demoralizing showdown for you.
Trying to get him in that cover.
Perfect.
Harness.
Perfect, Lily. Best spot.
Alright, Baz, get ready. Track him.
Blaster.
Baz, go and tag him. Ready to swap to Baz. Track him. Sorry. Just take him back as soon as you can. 6 sacks, so
Radius is
watch it.
down.
Harness.
We have a
Nell
back
is
image.
down.
I don't see estimate timer yet. Okay, here it comes. Wait, no.
Blaster.
Track it.
All 3 mages are down.
Alright. Wait for the decimate. Track it. Just keep pushing. Try to get them as best you can.
We're hitting healers.
Harness. Get
I
next.
know. Track it.
Got it.
I mean, it's gonna be a wipe, but just try to do it as best you can.
Blaster.
Back on the Baz. How many stacks you got? 4. Okay. Track it.
Harness.
I'm gonna pull him off you.
Ready. Stop attacking. F5. And I'm picking you.
Alright, decimate incoming.
Blaster.
Hey, we in?
Around that.
Hey, we the zombies. I know. There you go, wipe it up.
That was fun.
Swipe it up.
Now, if I gave you a Hellstone, or a Soulstone, you'd use it.
No, so I didn't see it in time.
I think we need Frostback to kite these mages.
No, there's a fire smoke.
So I just watched a video. It's actually much more beneficial to have one tank assigned to each grade along with the mage. When they hit us so fucking hard. If you have one tank assigned to it where they are kind of holding aggro while you're slowing them and kiting them, and that way they're kind of controlling the aggro portion of it, it's cleaner, it looks like.
Yeah, we used to have Righteous Fury Paladins with Consecration and Plate.
We
Drop
used
Consecration.
Eat up.
the Howl tanks.
Baz is expecting to need a piercing helm.
Personally, me, I was a piercing Howl kiter. We would basically stand at a grate, aggro something, kite it, and just sort of sweep around and pick up.
Those stacks they put on you, how long does it take for them to fall off?
It's pretty long. I was up to stacks 14 and 16 like that.
Yeah, I think Righteous Fury Tankin's probably better because they have AoE threat. And the mages can just focus on slows.
Yeah, because again, if 3 of them are up and we make one little misstep, they one-shot us. So having us just focusing on slows and throwing the occasional frost over when we need to, regrouping them, that's going to be far easier if we have a tank assigned to each grade.
Yeah, the tank doesn't need to be in there with them in the fray. just needs to be grabbing them, bringing them almost to the slow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and holding aggro.
Right.
Obviously, we don't want the tank hitting them. When them hit the tank, we want the tank just to be kind of kiting them with us.
All right. Hercules, do you have piercing hail by any chance? Okay.
I was hitting the second time we've done this. I was hitting them with thunderclap. It seemed to be doing okay. I have the 5 set piece.
All right, so we'll do this time around. Let's have Kabasu. So as you're running in from the pipe and you jump down, Kabasu handle the left side. Shiley in the middle is going to be tanking, so you'll be down a healer for that, but we should still have plenty. And then Baz, I'm going to need you on the right then.
Okay.
And Hercules, you'll be on the boss with me.
Roger that, sir.
So just try to stay right up underneath me on three. Right with me, we'll swap about 5 seconds or so. Someone die again?
Dude, I'm nowhere near it.
Yeah, it has huge radius. It's really weird.
Do not continue.
First dude just got
Turn
hit by
back
the
while
easiest
there's still
mechanic
time.
Lols.
Don't worry, a copy of Frogger and an Atari has been sent to your house.
Well, I wouldn't be too quick to talk shit. There's still plenty of time for any of us to.
Oh, I'm just joking.
Resident work.
We all had those moments.
I'm sure we'll fuck it up at some point.
I think it's mandatory that anybody that gets killed to that, we just give them things to shit for.
Alright, so once again, Kabasu is going to be on the left side, Charlie in the middle, and Baz on the right. Same mages. The new priority is just going to be slowing at this point. And the warriors with Furious Howl will help out as well. Charlie's going to need a little bit of extra help though. Doesn't have his own slow, to my knowledge.
Put Shiley on the right one.
The right one? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm talented into extra slow and extra slow duration.
Alright, so Baz, you take the middle, and then Shiley take the right.
Roger.
Do you have thorns on those tanks, guys?
You never want to be getting hit.
Yeah, the trick is to not get hit by those. But it wouldn't be a bad thing to have, just in case you do take a hit.
I don't know, I think you could probably take a little bit as a plate wearer, enough to get it grouped up.
More than the mages for sure, but still the plan is for them to not get hit. But you can put thorns on just in case. Alright, pop your nature protection potions when you get down. Go and get buffed up.
Which tank's doing left grade?
Kabasu.
Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a repair rock over here on the platform, not on the pipe. Everybody use it.
Richest man in the rain right there in the repair bot.
Yeah, right.
We should say use the repair bot about 10 more times.
For hunters, let's just have all 4 hunters on Trank Shot, since we lost 1.
Alright.
Since the mages don't only have to worry about slowing, it should be a little bit easier for them. Okay.
And again, just make sure you use ice armor.
Don't touch what you can't afford.
Once again, as we jump down, all DPS, just start making your way towards the far end. Beer Achilles and I should be the only ones sitting for a minute, with the exception of a track shot as needed. So we get them on the other side of the room, and then go at it.
That would mean I need the fear ward, right? So
Yes.
Being passed on to me.
So main tanks on this are me and Beer Achilles now. So whoever was fear warding Baz needs to be fear warding Beer Achilles.
Just real hacks. Where you had him positioned before was like perfect. We were still taking fears, but for whatever reason we weren't getting run. Like we were just feared in place, so we didn't get run around the room. Definitely saw the uptick, and you can see the uptick in DPS because once we're done feared, we're just right there.
Okay. Try to get him in the same spot. So did we get that mark of the wild for group 4? Looks like it. Do not already check. Make sure you got your nature protection potion up.
Now what?
Double check, get your food buffs going if you need to.
Does it
Plaster, where are you at?
Did you feign death in the boss's room?
No. Maybe.
He's got the boss targeted.
Yeah, he says he's good. Let's do it.
If he's already in there, how much time do you got left in your feign death?
Or
He's
somebody.
not shadow melded. He's not feigned right now.
Okay. Well, just stay in there and don't cancel the summon. In the future, just let's all try to keep on a group so we can make sure everybody's buffed up and ready. Alright, let's go in.
I think someone died at Blight Boss.
We have clear fall.
Make way back if you can.
Mage. Looks like a priest.
Yep, Joan.
Arnis.
Kills and hacks.
Garage.
Blaster.
Working on getting turned.
It's a good spot.
Okay. Alright, Big Let's just come stand on me. Go ahead and take him when you can. Right on top of me, Beer Achilles.
Arnis.
Literally right on top of me. Swapping the beer.
Blaster. Four.
Alright, let's get up there. We're gonna have to try and pick up the other ones too. Keep those cutters alive.
I think it's getting hit.
Arnis.
Ridiculous how many stacks.
2.
Okay.
Blaster.
And they're about to fall off, actually. Oh, no, I got 3. Ooh, I got feared.
try to make it to the decimate. Track it.
Arnis, get the next one.
Decimate.
Decimate.
Everybody on the ads.
Heal back, Baznak.
Not me. Beer.
Sorry.
Keep those skeletons down. Try to get them back in position as best you can. Get those skellies down, folks. Only priority right now.
I got 6 stacks.
My trank is
Try
up.
to take them to stop attacking.
Roger, there's
Alright.
no stack.
Arnis, get the next one.
Yep, I'm ready.
Skeletons down.
Alright. Start cut him again.
Demoralizing shots back up.
Somebody get it.
Stop attacking, Berculus.
Blaster. Okay, cool. Arnis, get the next one.
Roger.
Weird.
Yeah, and try to kite them more towards the back of the room. That way they're not close to the boss.
I'll get the next one.
Vehicle is
Alright,
going to be.
so-
I got one first.
Arnis.
Yep.
Bass is down.
Hercules, I need you to stop attacking.
Plastered. Four.
Boss has done a lot of healing already.
Yeah, no. Let's keep pushing.
He's only healed 10%.
Get through this next decimate, we can do it.
Plastered.
Alright, Hex is taking him.
Get ready for the decimate. These guys are gonna.
Four.
He's eating them.
No, they're getting too close.
Yes, when you bring them close, he eats them for help.
That's why we all turn AoE and decimate.
I'm down. Trank down.
Live it up.
That's where you want your strat holy waters you're trying to parse.
Please,
it up.
before it's too late.
Much better attempt. I think having the tanks with the mages helped out immensely.
Does that decimate also lower your mana?
Takes just 90% of your current health.
What's your health? Okay. Gotta get better at watching that then.
Wipe it up and release.
If you life tap right before, it'll mess up its calculations and kill you.
Ah! So you gotta do it before.
Any mages that have the Mara dagger, that's actually going to be good for this fight.
And what was the reason why all the skeletons were so close?
Because the cutters
The
died.
mages died.
Oh, that's okay.
Healer
So-
aggro.
I also had to get closer to the boss to pick up an ad that had just wandered out when I was away from the grate. I mean, I can't stand on top of the grate and kite at the same time. It's just
Yeah. Mages got to stay alive. Otherwise, I don't think this fight is happening.
Yeah, that's really the trick here. You can keep the people that are cutting around and slowing back there alive. You keep those ads away from the boss, as far away as you can. And then AoE when the decimate happens, kill them all and rinse and repeat.
Easy fight.
The whole trick is keeping the people that are kiting in the back, keeping them alive.
The tanks that use threat plates, would that help the mages at all?
I already used threats.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the mages.
I already run threat plates.
Okay.
Assuming you're in range to see it, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's got to be when the health bar bops up.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
make it go from any farther away. It's the same as in game one. It just makes it easier to see if you actually have threat on something or not.
I feel like the mages shouldn't, because I had a group of like 7 or 8 on me. I had them stalled the whole time. They weren't catching me. If I had been still trying to take them off me, I think it's fine just to leave them running around.
Yeah, they have to do damage to slow though. Even a rank 1 blizzard is some threat.
I was slowing them with my shout or whatever, my howl. They weren't catching me.
If that's enough for you, then go for it.
You're saying you're gonna kite this boss.
I'm buzzing Zills.
Just make sure we're keeping those kiters alive. Mages, people that are kiting, do your best, whatever you can, to not get hit by those things, please. Y'all stay alive, and it's a win.
Yep, yep.
When I was working it out right now, Zyla.
Yeah, it's just kiting like skellies, which seems to be a hold up.
I mean,
Once you get into Grobbulus' room, pop nature protection, please.
Just pop it after you jump over this line.
Yep. In Grobbulus' room, essentially.
I need more men.
Okay, try not to fall off the pipe this time. Gotta have time for a couple more attempts.
Let's get him down. One attempt, and let's go kill Thaddeus.
You're in trouble now. Couldn't resist.
Okay. Let's make sure we're getting buffed up. Tanks check self. Alright, so Kabasu is going to be on the left grate. Baz is going to be in the center. And Shiley's going to be on the right. No, we no longer have hunters assigned for frost traps.
With standing on the grates, you should probably stand off to the side of the grates, yeah. So you don't get pot shot right when they spawn. You can just do your howl and then run away.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get them to spawn right underneath you so they immediately attack you, but close enough that you can snag them.
Just standing between the healers and them. They'll go to the healers first, so.
Just do whatever you can to knock it down.
Forgetting to pop up for your marks of the dawn.
Long out.
Oh, well, free mine.
Looks like Shelly got what he needs. Somebody said you're good now. Ness, what do you need? Just mana?
There we go. Group 8 now. Yeah, I see. I just came on.
Okay. Alright, it's gonna bud, get ready, but not quite yet. Let's mana up. But for ready checks, if all you're waiting on is mana, like, I'm watching your mana bars every fight before we get going. I'm not gonna start it when you're at 0 mana. Just know that. If it's like a buff, then say what you need. But I'm not gonna go if people don't have mana. Like, it just ain't gonna happen. Alright, looks like everybody's good now. Let's go.
Aren't manaless fights just heroic mode?
Something like that. It's called full melee.
Sword mage, I can do it.
I blocked someone.
In the hole.
He fell in that fucking hole, dude.
Who lose?
Someone had Guardian Insanity.
Artist.
Would it affect any rotations at all?
That should be fine.
Okay.
Blasted.
Turn into a bit.
I can't summon him in combat, can I?
No.
See in combat, be done.
Artist.
Great. We can at least get ready to take him.
He's gonna have to run back.
Blaster.
Need to keep those fear wards going. You're just taking whatever you can. Prioritize fear wards on Berkeley's at the moment.
Artist.
Knight, need to watch your thread. Range watch your thread.
Blaster. Artist.
I got a shield wall.
And he's get off you.
I know. Beer, I'm waiting. Okay, he's on beer.
Artist.
Nice.
Alright, keep the fear wards going on beer kills. Get him back in position as soon as you can. Try and get. Warlocks, you need to drop your threat. Everybody on the air. He's on beer Achilles.
Artist.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Melee, you need to be on lands too.
Focus fear wards on Naxx now.
Blaster.
Powers.
He's basically gonna take him off you.
Hold on, my threat, yep.
Out.
Demoralizing choking refresh.
Save your mana for the tanks, guys.
Artist.
I'm about to take him back.
Yeah, he says you have threat.
Alright, got him back. Let me get a beat. Let me get a lead.
Blaster.
I'm gonna move him.
I got a zombie on me. This isn't bad.
I'm getting hamburgers too.
Shoot, you can't get a fear ward on beer.
Private fear
You
wards on
have
beer
it, bring it
kills.
to the main. I have been. I've been running around here.
Artist.
Get it up.
Alright, still a threat.
Blaster.
Make it.
I just here, give me a sec.
Take it as soon as you can.
I just popped the rage pod. I should catch up pretty quick.
4. Hit the next one.
Can we get like a kiter towards the right there?
I missed.
That's down.
And Radius is down.
Alright. Do what you can to keep him to get him back in.
Artist.
It's hard to get rid of salt to beer.
Mine's used.
Alright, Blaster.
I got a couple zombies getting too close. Alright, back to beer.
Arnis, you're next.
I'm ready.
On this next
The
decimate,
first
let's
kill
focus on
goes to
Ad's
me.
boss.
Anyone care to wager?
Drag it.
Snake, go.
Blaster.
Everybody on the ads. Everybody on the ads.
Ads. Oh, he's running right to him.
We got feared right into him, yeah.
Pull him away from the ads.
I'm trying.
4.
Kill him as fast as you can, folks.
Got a nuke.
And not enough left. Alright, whip it up.
Oh, that was way better though. Seemed. It may be wrong.
It was a better attempt. Definitely.
I feel like we got this.
Yeah, he's definitely at lower health this time.
Yeah, I think he gets like 20%.
Should be at like 20 if he didn't eat.
Worse than that, he ate like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think he was at 20% when I started eating. Yeah.
Decimate is a
Just
threat
stop
drone, yeah.
healing. No. Just stop healing and let him kills.
Yeah, that's what should be done. If there's a mob and the healers, guys, we should just be shackling it. Instead of the tank healers having to run over there and then still not get picked up.
Yeah, I tried fearing them, but you know, they're immune. So.
I tried pulling them off healers, and it just wasn't working. It's like once they went over there, the threat on healers was so high it was hard.
This is why it's important not to heal people during the decimate that you don't have to. You need to not get crazy healing threat.
So I like the shackle idea. When they start getting into healers.
Yeah, I like that idea too.
Instead of bringing all my stupid strat holy pots or whatever.
I feel like we can do this. I know we are short a couple people, but still think we can.
We're getting better each attempt.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Like way better each attempt.
We don't have time to heal you, hamburgers.
Yeah, focus on healers is going to be on tanks because we're down to 5% too. And
yeah, you don't want us doing the damage. You want the mages to do the damage. Our job is just to keep attacking the boss. At that point,
And,
the mage's job to AoE them down.
And Kama, you're doing a great job on my grade, keeping those things kind of like all clumped together and aggro. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for slowing the crap out of them.
Keeping them from eating you.
I try.
I'm assuming you guys are just using like a frost spell, and you're using the lowest counter.
Yeah, so at the very beginning, what I'm doing is I'm using a rank 1 frostbolt on like the first 2, and just kind of like going back and forth. It's a very fast cast time. And then as soon as I get a third one up, I'll start doing cone of cold, and every once in a while try to frost nova if I see a good clump. Wait for the frost nova to almost be out, and then cone of cold again. You need to be very careful to chain those as much as possible, and look at your cooldowns.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are running them in circles or whatever, but when you're running them in circles, if you stop every second, it forces the mob to kind of recalibrate its pathing a little bit. Kind of makes them clump up a little bit better.
Yep. And use blink too. Blink does a very good job at, if you blink at like a 70-degree angle or whatever from where they're pathing, it kind of clumps them up together better.
Yeah. Want those nice tight circles.
Ridius knows what I'm talking about with the ZG farming.
I just run around with my head like a chicken with its head cut off. Call it a day. Problem solved.
So normal.
How's that different from any other day of the week?
Yeah, the thing with this, it's not like farming because you have so many randomly spawning and then randomly running off to a healer or whatever. So there's nothing controlled about it. You just have to kind of embrace the chaos and try to get as many of them under control as possible. The tanks getting aggro and running around in circles is a huge help.
I'd say the mages.
Yeah, let's go and get as many soul stones up on mages and tanks in the back as possible.
Alright, Amber's got video.
Get Neth. Make sure you use it this time.
I will.
Also, just make sure you're getting a health stone. I know it doesn't help too much, but it may save your life.
Use your nature pots. Get buffed up. All that jazz. Alright. Let's have a fear ward on me and Baz to start with, or I'm sorry, me and Beard to start with. I'm gonna call out who to focus fear wards on. Basically just gonna swap them. So whoever's not actively tanking is gonna get the fear ward essentially. And that should help us be able to swap back and forth and keep through it a little bit better. Managed so we don't get somebody to 9 stacks again.
So if we notice any of the zombies slipping loose and heading towards Gluth, just go ahead and
shack them. Yeah.
So they start spawning again before Decimate's over is what it is. So we gotta pay attention to that in the back.
Yeah, it's a little rough. That's what killed me, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was AoEing them, and then all of a sudden 2 new ones with full health came over and beat the shit out of me. I was like, ah!
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, literally, they're like, surprise!
Like this time I'll stay back there. I'm not gonna attack mobs and get the new ones out.
Don't touch what you
Yeah,
can't afford.
that'll be good.
Tanks, make sure you're clicking that health stone after the decimate. We'll save.
Need the 3 kiting mages should stay back also.
Yep.
You sure we're gonna have the AoE then?
It'd be tight without that.
It's 3 of our 4 mages.
Just have Baz and Kaba have a slow that they can do themselves. I think they can manage a couple. So Ridius, just stay with Shiley, and then the other mages come help out with AoE. Then what you need. Okay, hamburgers, what do you need?
Sorry, just minimize the window.
Okay. Alright. It's looking good. Get your food buffs up if you need to right now. Just hug right in the tunnel, please. No falling down this time.
By the way, in retail, if you have a hunter, you can come here and tame Gluth.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. Does it get really small, though?
It gets to about the size of
Yeah.
pet.
Oh,
Yeah, you
that's
can
actually pretty
claim Chromag too, right?
Yeah. I've got a undead hunter on retail, and my goal in life is to only tame undead pets.
Alright, here we go. Everybody in. Alright.
Fuck you, tunnel.
You draw how many characters swear like
That's my favorite.
I don't think I can ever take to tunnel drunk.
Fear ward on Hercules on the
Alright, RS, try again.
Okay.
4.
Jerry, and watch your threat.
Fear ward on hacks now. Track.
Hard.
Flee before it's too late.
Fear ward on hacks.
Don't heal the warlocks too much, we're just gonna lose it.
Fear ward on hacks, not Hercules.
Doing it so you can tap. But yeah, only how it's
Okay, I'm gonna slow up here, Hacks.
Yep.
Just gonna auto attack for now. Okay, now I'm gonna stop attacking entirely.
Harness.
There we go.
Fear ward's on Hercules only.
bubble if you need to, Shep.
4.
Information be coming up.
Fear ward on hacks only.
He's gonna fall back to you. You got threat.
It's fine. My sticks.
Decimate, let's go.
Decimate. I'm done.
Yep, both
Okay,
of you
this
there.
is 2. Both tanks are down. It's gonna be a what?
Good job.
For about a half
Sorry,
second.
the one time you guys figured it out.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, oh well. I think we had that too. Oh well. We'll be returning this time. Oh yeah, we will.
Monday.
Fish is gonna die. And then Thaddeus. And then somebody else.
Before somebody's.
Who's gonna die after Thaddeus? I'm gonna say whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Does
Load them and then we go.
If you guys are gonna check the logs, do me a favor, see if any of these zombies got gift of Arthur's on them.
No, they don't. Oh, the disease? Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Alright. Well, I think at this point, most people are probably out of consumables or in consumables.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna call it. Time's out anyways. So, good job getting Patchwerk, Grobbulus, and Gothic down tonight, though.
Hells yeah, son.
One shots for the win.
I think
Monday's gonna be.
Apparently the counter is still ongoing, so if you guys zone in now while the counter's ongoing, it kicks you back out.
Even better.
It's reset now.
Okay, now you'll zone in. So
I'll take a port though. So.
Yeah, 11 port Iron Forge.
You got it.
I'm.
so they
Not
prevent
alive
you
again.
from running back into that fight. That's kind of interesting.
So if we've got holy water in the bank, we should bring.
Oh yeah, you should.
Have it for Naxx, healers, everything.
100%.
GG's tonight, guys.
So you're saying farm strat?
Yeah, if we had holy waters, that fight would have been.
So we're
By
sitting at what,
Broadline.
9 out of 15 for kills. That's pretty respectable.
Yeah. 9.
It seemed to be working pretty good when they got a whole entire group of zombies frozen. The tank could kind of get some distance and get a.
We definitely got that tank swap down at the end there. That honestly was pretty nice.
So if y'all picked up on it, for priests, essentially I was calling out fear wards on whoever was not actively tanking. That way it's like kind of an automatic swap between the two. And
Yeah,
it
he
gives enough time
sticks
for-
whoever's closest to him that has threat.
Yep.
Yeah. So when you ran away, it stuck on me, and then when I ran away, it stuck on you. It was perfect.
Right, and it should be theoretically long enough for the debuff to fall off. So
Yeah.
We should be able to get it before the second decimate. To be honest, like we're able to pump some good.
Well, think about this. We'll have full buffs next time we go in there.
But even without that, right? Because you don't need to.
I feel like people need to be told when decimate's about to happen because people just fucking tunneled and they weren't ready.
So
There wasn't a timer for it.
the problem is that it
I
can
can
pop
time it down
anywhere
in a
between
second
about
if
a
you want me to.
minute. It pops between a minute 45 and 2:15.
No, it's 100 seconds. Exactly 100 seconds.
Is it exactly 100? So we can just watch
Because
the
my
enrage
timers aren't
timer
working on
once it goes
BBS,
down.
so I would have to use a stopwatch or some shit.
Yeah, timers
So-
weren't working either.
So what we have to do is just watch the enrage timer because I have an enrage timer for him. And once a minute and 40 seconds goes by,
I got that
we'll know.
Same with me. I was
Can I
looking
help
at
you?
that on the last one, so we were able to. I mean, I knew it was coming.
Off and
But I agree
away.
with Pre. It was I mean, we were dishing out some serious damage at the end there. I mean, he
Yeah,
was
kiting
like
was
well
fixed.
below half.
Fear wards were fixed.
We're also down like 4 DPS too, so.
Making a special purchase?
So everybody get your ass here Monday because we got it.
Oh yeah, shit! I'm gonna kill everybody.
I hope we get an attempt from the 4 Horsemen. I'd really
I'm gonna
like
have
to
some
see that.
sweet new presents, and then I'm gonna kill some fucking more shit and get more
Keep
presents.
seeing you.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers!
Like, item of loot in this entire week for Rogues, other than tier gear.
You know what we didn't get tonight? We didn't get a splinter tonight. I was quite shocked.
Just rubbing it in, man.
How many did we get on Tuesday?
3, did we? So I guess we
Got
got stealth.
3 yesterday and none today.
We're gonna get 6. I don't know how.
That's
6 on Monday. It's not even possible, but we're gonna do it.
And one boss is gonna drop 4.
Yeah, that's what I've decided.
See you guys. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm heading out too. Thanks everybody, that was awesome. Good
Happy
job,
holidays,
Keeler. Good job,
everybody.
thanks. Yeah, fucking Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays if you're not celebrating Christmassy stuff.
Thanks all. That was fun. Excited about Monday.